I'm going to show you this ridiculously simple WA2 study system for O-level pure biology. And at the end, I'm going to give you a bonus procrastination killing method as well. Okay, why is it so simple? Because most of you have no time. Okay, I understand your situation. You have many other subjects. And then when the WA2 topic list comes, right, you're like, bro, I'm so unprepared. I have to study all those topics. Cannot, right? You just feel like I'm too unprepared. Then you just go into the exam, you're just hoping for the best. That's horrible, right? And if you want to maximize your chances, but at the same time, you have no time, right? Then we need to find a very simple and efficient method to study. So no making notes. Making notes is going to waste too much of your time. Okay, so I'm narrowing it down just to these two simple steps. Step 1 is active reading. Step 2 is doing the commonly tested open-ended questions. Now, I have other steps, other tips, but this is only at the end of this video where I will show those tips for those students who have the luxury of time. Okay, so if you don't know who I am, my name is Keith. I'm the founder of ThatBioTutor. I studied in Raffles Institution and Raffles JC, and I scored A in bio in secondary school and also all A's in my A levels. And our track record at our center is that 1 in 4 students score A1 and 2 in 3 students will score A1 or A2. And these are just some of the results that our students have achieved. If you want to take a look, you can just pause here. So now let's go to step 1, active reading. So first step, you will need a concise yet accurate reference material that has all the important content that you'll be tested in the O-levels. Textbook is very thick, school notes are also very thick, and they have a lot of other unnecessary fluff. So use our free notes. We have gotten them reviewed by an ex-MOE teacher as well to ensure it's always up to date. And it's completely free. Okay, so just go to that link. We'll also put the link in the YouTube video description and download the notes if you haven't already. Okay, so once you have the notes, then go to those topics that you're studying, okay, and make 2 lists in a piece of paper. You just divide down the middle, and then on the left side, you make a list called unfamiliar points. On the right side, you make a list called doubts to clarify. So as you read through the topic of the notes, you're going to skim through, you're going to read each line, and you ask yourself, if this piece of content came out in the exam, in the test, would I know it or would I have forgotten it? Would it be difficult to write it, difficult to recall? Would I just not know it? If you don't know it, then you write it down because it's an unfamiliar point. So this is now making a list of the things that you are basically bad at for the topic that you're unfamiliar with, and it's also a cheat sheet before the exam. You're going to pull it out maybe half an hour, 1 hour before the actual test, or maybe it's going to be at the afternoon, then during recess time you can pull this out. So you will remind yourself that, okay, this is the list of unfamiliar things that I forgot last time, that if it came out, I would likely lose the mark. So it's a cheat sheet of like, okay, these are things I'm bad at or I'm unfamiliar at. Go read them again just before the test. It really prevents you from losing many marks. So on the right side, you're going to write down the doubts to clarify. So as you read through, you're like, hey, why is this like that? Right? Or maybe, example, is there a difference between DNA and RNA? Are they the same thing? Yeah, so all these kind of questions, whether it's small or big, whether it's simple or it's complex, write all of those doubts down on the right side. Okay, and then after you're done with this entire page, you have finished the active reading. Next, move on to clarifying your doubts. Okay, so on the right side, the list, you can Google, you can ChatGPT, look at the textbook, our notes, school notes, etc. Okay, but if you still need more help, right? If you want expert help for a limited time, what I'm doing in our Telegram channel is I'm allowing you guys to come and study along with us in a community to keep you accountable also. So whenever we are studying a certain topic now, I'm doing this experiment where I see, hey, maybe students like having this access to clarify their doubts when we study each topic. So for this limited time, I'm letting you guys ask in our Telegram channel, and it's an experiment, okay? Because I don't know whether we can keep this up. Like, it does take time to reply, and we can't like do this for everyone. So let me just go over to the Telegram channel now to show you an example. So see, example, imagine you're a student sending this, and then you send this, and then we'll basically just reply you as soon as we can in this Telegram channel's comments here. Okay, so later I'll show you more about how to join this. Alright, so now we're on to step 2. After you clarify all the doubts, now it's time to practice the common OEQs. You don't have time. You have too many topics, too many subjects. So you got to study smart, very smart. And that means just study the concepts that are commonly asked. By the 80-20 rule, 20% of the OEQs will come out 80% of the time. So you would be smart to study these 20%. Okay, and good news. I have helped you compile what are these 20% that keep coming out again and again. I have sent them as PDFs in our Telegram channel. So again, if you haven't joined, please go join that. It's very simple, just search ThatBioTutor VIP Club to join. Just click the pin message, and once you find this, you can read. This is our study along for WA2 program, and it's free, by the way, to join. Scroll up and you'll find the PDFs. Okay, let me show you one example. So here's one. Yeah, so you can see that there's lines for you to write your own model answer. So what are the instructions for these, right? I've compiled the questions for you. Then your job is do the questions and come up with your own model answer. You're allowed to refine it. You're allowed to add caret arrows, add more keywords and things like that. So how do you come up with your model answer? Use our notes, use the TYS answers, use your school notes, etc., your worksheets. And once you come up with this model answer of yours, right, it will become your own study notes for that topic, and you will review it before the test again. So this is another last minute reviewing material before the test. So notice how we prepare these like last minute review materials, right? Because it also benefits you if you can maybe half an hour to 1 hour before the test, review it, read it, and it's in your mind. You can hold that short-term memory for a while. You deploy it during the test. And even after the test, if it goes away, okay, at least you bumped your test grades up for this WA2 significantly, even though you did not have the time to study so much for it. Okay, and good news, these last minute materials that you're making will be reused for your prelim exam for the O levels as well. So it's not like you're wasting it, you are reusing one effort for multiple users. Okay, so here's a huge procrastination killer for you. Join us in our study program for this WA2 and we'll keep you accountable to sending your completed answers to that group. Okay, so let me show you how this works. Once you hit the pin message, just read the instructions here on how to join. So I'll show you one example that I did as if I'm a student. So I would send this message, I'll send my name, commit to completing this by whatever date. So what is the date? Just look at up here. We are studying this topic in these dates. So it ends step 1, 24th April. And then you commit to completing step 1 and step 2. Okay. So why do we do this? Because in psychology research, when we declare that we're going to do something, right? When we say we're going to do something and we write it down like this, plus we attach our name to it and we do it in the presence of others, it's an extremely high chance that you'll actually follow through compared to if you just think that, okay, I want to study this topic by maybe within this week, but you're not specific, you don't have other people knowing about it to keep you accountable, low chance it will actually happen. Okay, then here's an example of me doing the active reading. Okay, I know this is not the topic of molecular genetics, but this is just an example. Then if you have any doubts that you need, you just ask like that. We'll read and then we'll try to reply you as soon as we can. Then here I am updating what I've done. Okay, then this is the done model answers after I've done the questions. And then I again update like that. Ta-da! Then you can flex to your friends that, see, I finished it first. Right? You can get your friends to join this as well so that you guys can compete to see who can finish first. Right, now this section is for students who have the luxury of time. So if you need more revision on your content, you need a reteaching, right? We have a mini crash courses playlist and I'm going to get my editor to link this up here so you can click on it. It will probably also be in the YouTube video description. If you are a TBT student watching this right now, you guys have access to our crash course clips. For every single topic, every single major concept, we have an explanation to reteach you if you forgot any of the concepts. Ex-students have said this is one of the most important and beneficial resources, so please use it. Okay, what about practicing more questions? Because what we did was we study smart and we practice just the common ones, right? But you notice they are not application questions. So for application questions, I will start with the TYS topical, okay? Because these are relatively easier, and if the easy ones are overlaps with the common OEQs that I've already prepared for you, you can just skip that and just go straight to the application questions, the data response questions. Okay, next, what I will do is I'll go to past year prelim, past year mid-year exams. I know mid-year is now officially there's no mid-year, right? But they might call it WA2, they might call it Common Test 2. Go find those past year papers and hunt for just the hard questions for that topic. So that way you can get more practice on application and hard questions. If I were you, the priority is to find my own school's past year WA2 paper, because school teachers often will reuse the previous year's questions and adapt it into this year. Sometimes they will be so kind of lazy and they'll just copy and paste the whole question. Then good for you, right? You have such an advantage. You're obviously going to have higher chance of scoring full marks for that question. So I would find my own school's WA2s from the previous few years to practice. Yeah, so that's it. It's a super easy revision strategy. Only 2 steps. And at the end of this, I have showed you extra steps, extra tips for those who have more time. So I think the main thing here is really getting people to help you, keep you accountable. And for that, join our Telegram channel. Okay, so just search ThatBioTutor in the Telegram channel and you will likely find this Telegram channel already. Hey guys, today's sponsor of the video is me. As of making this video, ThatBioTutor is Singapore's only O-level pure bio specialist. You mean you don't teach any other subjects or syllabus? Yup, that's how we've been able to make so much resources just for your syllabus. Example, concise notes without all the extra fluff. Commonly asked questions that come out under every topic, so you know the exact keywords and phrases to score full marks. Didn't pay attention in class? Crash course clips to the rescue. We've recorded explanations for every concept under every chapter. Find bio a chore to memorize? Flashcards on your phone which makes it feel like a game. So if you need help with O-level pure bio, what are you waiting for? Click the link below this video or go to thatbiotutor.com.